for today's Thanksgiving class, we're going to be making a special Thanksgiving dessert. Who here likes pumpkin pie?
I do.
Well, that's what we're making.
Pumpkin pie.
Yep.
Jump your butt. You got pumpkin pie on Halloween and Thanksgiving.
Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin is a really good dish when it comes to sweets. Now for the shell, we're going to be using this one made out of pecan. Very ketogenic to regular pie crust. Alright, let's get started. First, we preheat the oven at 425 degrees. Next, we're going to be adding the dry ingredients. First, observe four pearls of the sweet tortilla. Next up, some tortilla brown sugar substitutes. Now, third cup. Now, when it comes to baking, it's important to get your measurements right. Depends on how many people you're going to be serving this pie to. Now this brown sugar substitute has zero sugar, but it's really sweet. It's regular brown sugar. I mean, you can rarely tell the difference. Next, some pumpkin pie spice. This spice includes cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, allspice, and that's it. Next, a teaspoon of salt. I think I have a teaspoon. Then, you blend in the dry ingredients next step. And here's your dry mix and this is the dry mix mixture. Next, we'll beat in 2 eggs in the large, 2 eggs in the large bowl. beat the eggs like so. Here we are, freshly beaten eggs. Next, we're going to mix in the almond milk, dry mixed mixture, and canned pumpkin into the mix. Now, a can this size can fill 2 pie shells, but since we're doing one, we're going to be using half a can. This one's a can using this can opener. See this area? You place it on the rim of the can like so. Now this technique requires a tight grip. So if you don't know how to operate a can opener, make sure you get your DSP or parent to help you out. Now carefully open the can like so. Now start. Pureed pumpkin. Looks like the oven's preheated. Next, we add in 1.5 cups of almond grease. The one I'm using is unsweetened. There's no sugar. And now we add in the mixture. Now let's mix in it. For this part, we're going to be using this electric beater. Now this is an electrical kitchen appliance. If you have no experience with this, make sure you get a DSP or parent with you to assist. These come in 5 settings, each faster than the last. So I suggest putting it on setting 1. So it gets going. Scotches. And here, and this process requires a big whip. Now, where's Noah and Gennaro?
Bathroom.
Alright. Here we are, folks. The pumpkin pie filling. Now, we add the mixture into the pie shell. Pie shells are ready to fill in solution. very sharp. So like I said, make sure you get your DSP. Get your DSP or parent to help you with that process. Here we are. Now, we add in the filling. For this process, make sure not to overfill.
What happens on the fillings?
He's saying what happens if you overfill it.
What happens if you overfill it? Overfill it.
Well, then it's just mostly filling.
So the fillings.
Also, it can overflow during the baking process and ruin the pie.
Yeah.
Alright. Now put the pie into the oven. Now, like for most things during today's lesson, if you have no experience with these things, ask your DSP or parent for guidance. Put the pie on the rack like so, very carefully. Alright. Now you bake the pie for 15 minutes. It's on 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Afterwards, we reduce the heat to 350 and keep it in there for another 30 minutes. Okay, everyone. While we wait for the pie to bake, does anyone remember our trip to the pumpkin patch last month?
Yeah.
Well, what I'm about to pass on to you is a little history of how pumpkins are grown. I know the pump is a little small, so I'm going to be bringing the information to you. And I don't know that much. I don't know a lot about farming things, so I had to get some of this information from Google AI. Now, let's talk about how pumpkins are grown. Before the farmers plant the seeds, they have to prepare the soil they need for the seeds to sprout on. The soil must be fertile and warm for the seeds to grow. So they mix in some compost and other organic materials to help improve it. They also preheat the cool parts of the soil by covering it with a black plastic mulch. This process takes about 2 weeks before the seeds are planted. Speaking of seeds, please look at image number 3. The seeds. Now that the farmers have prepared the soil, it is now time to plant the seeds. They plant the seeds in the early summer 2 to 5 feet apart, depending on the variety. They put 2 seeds in each hole. Turn the page.
Yeah, I done it.
Turn the page, Robert. creature on earth. The pumpkin seeds need water in order to grow. The farmers water the pumpkins deeply while avoiding leaves. They use a soaker hose or a drip irrigation system to water pumpkins. This helps prevent any diseases from infecting the pumpkins. Next, fertilization. The farmers now proceed to add fertilizer to the crops. This helps the pumpkins gain nutrients, vitamins, and minerals during the growing process. They spread the fertilizer in rows when vines start to spread so that each pumpkin can eat evenly. Don't ask me where the fertilizer comes from. Seriously, you'd be vomiting for weeks if you found out. Anyway, number 6 is a two-parter. First, elevation. Once the pumpkins start to form, the farmers elevate them off the soil to prevent rotting. And finally, harvest. Finally, when the pumpkins have reached their true form, the farmers start to harvest the pumpkins for being what the farmer placed into, or to make into desserts, like this pumpkin pie here. And like I said, I don't know this information. I got it all from Google. So yeah, that's how pumpkins are grown. Well, I don't know what you think, everyone. The pie's not ready yet. Next, we decrease to 350 and heating at 30 degrees. He's mixed up. And 10 minutes later, the pie is ready.
10 minutes pie is ready for the kids. Move them.
No, take it out. Take it out of the oven. Take it out of the oven. Very carefully.
Yeah, I was just telling Halima that we just talked. Yeah.
Okay, no answer on it.
Yeah, but he's still recording, so I don't know that he finishes.
Carefully and place it somewhere to cool off. And that, everyone, is how you make a pumpkin pie. Fresh for after Thanksgiving dinner.